Again, it's not a case of tough luck, we're not fighting you. We will fight you. But as I said yesterday, today's price is not yesterday's price. Or is it yesterday's price is not today's price?
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
No, but I switched it up. I think it's important. I want to give you original stuff. You know, I don't want to just want to copy.
Man, I just want the best fights, no matter who it is. Jaron Ennis, Fundora, anyone with the belt. You know, there's really not anyone in the top 10 that I haven't fought or that I haven't tried to fight. You know, at this point, you know, people just need to take the fights, you know. And
Eddie Hearn has broken his silence on the long-awaited Jaron Boots Ennis versus Vergil Ortiz Jr. fight, insisting the matchup is still alive despite recent setbacks. He believes it's one of the biggest fights at 154 pounds and remains hopeful both sides can eventually reach an agreement.
Every option in the world at the moment, because I think he's established himself as the hot topic of boxing. So I think if you asked pretty much every fight fan, they'd be drawn between Vergil Ortiz and Sebastian Fundora. We had a call with Boots today. He won't mind me saying his absolute first choice is to fight Sebastian Fundora. He thinks that's a great fight. Fundora has WBC World Championship, which Boots would love to win. Josh Kelly, our fighter, fights next week in Jeddah on the Anthony Joshua card, defending his world title. It's a tough...
Vergil Ortiz Jr. explained that his quiet approach doesn't mean he's avoiding big fights. He revealed he's been working closely with his manager and the WBC to make major matchups happen, stressing that his goal has always been to face the best.
People want to say, how come you haven't tried this route? You know, just because I'm not calling people out on social media like everyone else does doesn't mean I'm telling my manager, hey, let's make this fight. That doesn't mean I'm not talking to the WBC like, hey, how come we haven't made this fight happen yet? You know what I mean? Like we've done our part, you know. I'm not a very vocal guy. Well, I'm starting to be because I feel like I have to be. And I don't know. It's a bit of a change of character. I'm just starting to care less and less, you know, because at the end of the day, you know.
Chris Algieri described Sebastian Fundora as the division's biggest obstacle, while calling Ortiz one of the most dangerous punchers at 154 pounds. He warned that if the top fighters don't face each other soon, the division's potential could be wasted.
A difficult puzzle. He's so long, and he's getting better. He's improving. He's improving. He's learning how to use his size. He's using his jab. He's being more disciplined. He's not taking risks like he used to. Talk about a guy who used to allow people to hit him and then has figured out that you shouldn't do that at the highest level in that Brian Mendoza fight. But since then, he's been very, very good. So, yeah, I can understand why people would see him as the final guy because, again, with those physical advantages and the way that he's getting better, very, very difficult to deal with. Vergil, the inactivity really worries me because you got sharks circling. And Jaron, with the level of talent he has, he can beat anybody on any given night.
Robert Garcia believes Ennis versus Ortiz would be one of boxing's best fights. He praised both fighters' talent and fighting styles, saying it's exactly the type of matchup fans want to see.
Personally believe, and I think that Vergil does catch him and finishes him, but Boots is a great fighter, man. We can't deny that, and we got to know that. Hopefully it happens, and when the fight happens, it's going to be one of the best fights of the year. The fans will love it, the people will enjoy it, and both fighters will be happy after the fight because they both gave it their best, and they both grew as fighters, as persons, giving the fans what they want to see.
Garcia also believes Josh Kelly's injury makes Boots versus Ortiz the most logical fight. Otherwise, both fighters could be forced to wait for other opportunities.
Joe and Golden Boy already settled their problems, so we're ready to do it. We're ready to do it as soon as November, I think. So the fight could be made. And now that Josh Kelly got cut, because the cut's pretty bad.
Yeah.
There's no way he'll be ready by November. No way. If they force him or make him believe that he'll be ready, then they're cheating him. They're cheating Josh Kelly. And Josh Kelly should not be crazy to do it or to believe it. He should know that he needs a couple months just to heal his nose, and then to start preparing for the fight. It's going to take another 2.
Boots Ennis said his goal is bigger than winning titles. He wants to build a lasting legacy by facing the biggest names available and proving he's one of boxing's elite.
You know, the job not done. We just started. You know, trying to brush up on everything and fix your skills and ability, and we're gonna get right. We're gonna take over this division for sure, and in this boxing game for sure. I'm the face. I'm gonna be the face for sure. I want to get one more fight in before the end of the year, hopefully, and yeah, I'm trying to collect these belts. I'm here to be undisputed. You know, it's a legacy thing for me right now, and like I said before, this I call this run a legacy tour. You know, I'm here to show the world. You know, I'm here. You know, I'm here to stamp my name in this division, stamp my name in the boxing game.
Sergio Mora feels Ortiz may need a tune-up fight after his long layoff. Although Ortiz wants Ennis next, Mora believes inactivity makes an immediate title showdown less likely.
You know, people need to be reminded, and we're not reminded because 9 months had to pass. A damn baby could have been born in 9 months. It's a lifetime, Mannix, especially in boxing. So Vergil needs to remind people again. And guess what that means? He's going to have to fight one more fight before we get the Boots fight. This is what this hiatus, this legal hiatus caused. And this is why boxing can never really strike when the iron is hot. Because sometimes when this happens, something happens where one fighter looks bad, a cut delays something, an injury delays it even longer, or God forbid he loses. It was there for the taking, and now we have to wait even.
Roy Jones Jr. noted a few defensive lapses in Ennis' recent performances. While he doesn't see them as major flaws, he believes Boots must stay fully focused against dangerous opponents like Ortiz.
You fight an elite opponent, you stay on point way more than when you fight guys that are just good fighters, right?
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
If you were fighting an elite opponent, that slippage would never have happened because you've been on your game a little bit tighter because this is an elite opponent, right?
Right. Facts.
That's what I felt. I felt like when you fight an elite opponent,
Yeah.
you're not going to have those lapses in defense because you're not going to be trying stuff that you think, well, let me just try it because it's so easy. You can try anything when it's easy. But
Right.
when it's hard, you ain't going to play that game.
Right. It's like chess. It's
Well,
like
that's it.
it's a little bit. It's gonna be like chess a little bit.
Ennis acknowledged the Ortiz fight that never happened, but has shifted his attention toward winning titles at 154 pounds. He mentioned names like Fundora and Josh Kelly as possible future opponents.
I feel like the better the fighter is, the better I'm gonna be. You know, the sharper I'm gonna be. So, you know, I'm here to collect these belts, and I want to be undisputed at 154, and I will be undisputed at 154. I ain't get to do it at 47, so the next best thing is Fundora or Kelly. And I feel like everybody want to see me and Fundora because he a tall test. Everybody asks me about it all the time. I did my part, and like I said, I thought the fight was done. After he had Fort Lubin. And we get out the ring, he talking about he want to fight Earl Spence. That's his dream fight. So I'm like, it was crazy. And then leading up to making the fight happen, I started training for that fight in January. So because we were supposed to fight in March, then we were supposed to fight in April, then we were supposed to fight in May. Then we wound up, fighting Zaya. So I technically kind of like trained for 5 months.
Boots described himself as a versatile fighter who can box from range or fight on the inside. He believes his ability to adapt during a fight is one of his greatest strengths.
I feel like I'm a boxer puncher, but I really do whatever I want though. For real. I can do whatever I want in the ring, and that's another thing. Like each and every fight that I have, I'm giving y'all something different. This last fight, I just gave y'all some dog work. The fight before that, I gave y'all first round knockout. The fight when I first stand on this, I was boxing and moving, not getting hit. Like I do whatever I want in that ring with these guys, and I feel like I'm like a variety bag of chips. Like whatever you want, you have.
Let me give you my impression of your style. You tell me what you think of that, all right? I want to see your reaction. We were just showing clips of the third round, and you're getting tagged clean by Zayas, not just by one at a time.
Ortiz rejected claims that he avoids tough opponents. He insisted he's always willing to fight the best and blamed business and boxing politics for delaying major matchups.
It's more or less the same climate, if I'm being honest. I just feel like I'm just knocking on the door of one of those big fights, and I'm waiting on those opportunities. So that's exactly where I was 2 years ago. I don't know. I feel like I'm almost like blacklisted in a way. You know what I mean? That's how I honestly feel, When Matchroom had won his WBA title, I believe I was number one and I should have fought him next. Obviously I beat him, right? But Crawford got to jump the line from 147, being undisputed, and he got to win the.
Ortiz also said he's been ready to fight Boots all along. He left contract discussions to his management, saying his responsibility is simply to stay ready whenever the opportunity comes.
I've been pushing for the fight. Every time I give him the green light. It's only been one-sided green lights coming from out over here. The reason that the fight hasn't happened is simply because they haven't taken the fight. A manager question, you know what I mean? They just, if I want to fight, I say yeah. They work out the numbers. But, I'm in the ring in the gym, in the ring too, obviously. That's my...
Isley, who has sparred with Ennis several times, praised Boots as one of the sharpest and most athletic fighters he's ever faced. He described those sessions as a true test of skill.
For sure. We sparred one time in 2016, and we sparred one time before we fought, I think, Roman Villa. We sparred one time. Great fighter, sharp, for sure. Probably one of the best people I sparred, for sure, as a professional.
Talk about his style, Troy. Is it he's kind of a unique guy, athletic, switches
I feel like
up.
I would say technician.
How did you do against him?
I did good. I did what I was supposed to do. I did good. I did very great against him. He actually wanted me to help him out.
Asked to predict Ennis versus Ortiz, Isley favored Boots because of his speed, defense, and overall versatility. He believes discipline would be the key to victory.
I think he catches Vergil. Honestly, I think Vergil lost to Bobacek? I thought Bobacek beat Vergil. But I mean, Virgil's a great fighter. He ain't no slouch. He's still I feel like it's still 50-50. I feel like just the size don't really affect Boots. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Boots should still be able to do his thing against Vergil. He just can't get caught.
Analysts agreed that Ennis versus Ortiz is one of boxing's most exciting potential matchups. With both fighters known for aggressive styles, they believe the fight would easily live up to the hype.
Whoever steps up to the challenge, it's definitely that. I wouldn't say a single person because, it's whoever is in that ring at that moment and wants to contest to it. It's never going to be no strict fighter that I want to see. That's just me personally. So whoever is willing to step in the ring and challenge that throne, then challenge the throne.
So if it is Vergil, talk to me about this, just kind of your inside knowledge on why that would be a good fight for Boots.
Boots is always an entertaining fighter from winning fights. Always an entertaining fighter. So it'd be definitely interesting seeing them in the ring, seeing them compete.
Sergio Mora argued that repeated delays have hurt the momentum behind the matchup. He believes inactivity creates unnecessary uncertainty for such a major fight.
Vergil needs to remind people again, and guess what that means? He's going to have to fight one more fight before we get the Boots fight. This is what this hiatus, this legal hiatus caused. And this is why boxing can never really strike when the iron is hot. Because sometimes when this happens, something happens where one fighter looks bad, a cut delays something, an injury delays it even longer, or God forbid he loses. Which comes when you're red hot, like I keep saying. And right now, Boots is red hot. So the leverage is on Boots' side. And I think the popularity still might be on Vergil's side. I think he will be the A side as far as the promotion goes. I don't know why I think that. I think
he's not going to be. This is something else that Rick Morigi.
Where is it going to be at?
Vegas.
Depends where this fight's at.
Vegas.
That's where the A side is.
Vegas.
Who's going to be the A side fighter there?
Boots Ennis.
He may come out second, but he's going to have more fans.
Boots Ennis. Well, I think it's probably 50-50-ish, maybe.
That's what I mean by A side.
Reports suggest Team Ortiz is willing to make concessions to get the fight done. However, Mora remains skeptical, reminding fans that major boxing negotiations often take much longer than expected.